Namaste. It's the Spiritual Daywalker with your tarot card reading for this full moon phase. And this full moon is going to be in Aries, conjunct Chiron. So it is about an impulse, about the wounds we carry. And Libra, you are in opposition. You're conjuncting the sun on the other side of the sky. So probably for you, it's more about, less about other people, more about putting yourself forward, putting yourself first for once, right? Not that you're not been doing that. I mean, like, it's always about creating harmony. And for you, Libra, putting yourself first is like a very beautiful act of like self-worth, freeing yourself, right? Doing what you love at this full moon and manifesting just before eclipse season, because solar eclipse season is gonna like, well, it's gonna set things straight, set things right. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look what fell out there. It's a card for self-doubt. It's probably the wounds we've been clearing. I mean, it makes sense, especially for a Libra, that when you want to, you always want to create harmony, and sometimes it's just not in your power to create harmony, right? Because if you're not the problem, then how can you fix it? Sometimes it works. I mean, like, but you catch my drift. This could be something that Chiron is representing for you, like the wounded healer. These wounds of self-doubt, of not being enough, not making the cut, something like that. And this Aries energy combined with that is more like, so I didn't make the cut. Fuck. So what? Like, fuck that. You know, that's good. That's really good because it got me where I want to be, actually, with myself here, with my family, whatever. You know, and that's a very beautiful insight. That being said, it is a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and share to who might ever enjoy this message. Doing a DNA spread, that means the soul coming into manifestation in the middle with the numbers 0, 3, 9, 6, 10, and the energies balancing around this, making up the full experience. Let's see. In the spot of the 0, there's a 6 of Swords. You're moving on to calmer shores. Your soul decided it is time to move. It can be a card of travel, so it can be like taking a vacation or whatever. But essentially, it means moving into an environment where your mind is nurtured, where your convictions are mirrored in a way that is beneficial for you. Like taking your mind to the next level often involves going somewhere where you find confirmation, where you find inspiration, right? So that's why it's a card for travel. In your soul spot, it just means it's time to end that conflict in the mind. It's time to engage more um, in conversations that are more soothing, right? More fitting, that you find more interesting, right? So you're going to go somewhere where that could be the case, maybe trying out a new place, a new bar, a new circle of friends, a new, you know, um, or just going nowhere at all and just reading a different book. You know, it doesn't have to mean travel. Maybe you let your mind travel. It means moving to where your mindset is confirmed and inspired, right? In the spot of the 9, like the topic of this entire experience, what you're revolving around, is the 4 of Swords. Who had that? Virgo had something very similar, was more drastic with Virgo, but you seem to get like a similar giving a fuck reading, right? For them, it was doing the right thing. For you, is, you know, just focusing on something different, right? Hanging in there. Let's see what this 4 of Swords is trying to like pull through or protect you from, because the 4 of Swords is trying to keep a mental stability in a situation that is not exactly comforting that. So it is pulling through hard times, but it also means that there's hope. There is something at the end of this tunnel that, yeah, fortune after difficulty, all that stuff. So 4 of Swords makes you keep your cool. That's your challenge. Keep your cool, keep your calm. and you're going to figure out how to keep your calm, probably by moving somewhere where you don't have to fight. Let's see how you're manifesting this. In the spot of the 10, there is the High Priestess. Nice. You're manifesting the High Priestess. That kind of means like an inner knowing. An inner knowing that you're right. You don't even need confirmation per se, but you know it would be nicer, right? You don't have to fight. You're looking at things unfolding, right? You're looking at it and you're like, duh, you know. I mean, look at her expression right here, right? Tigress that is just like knowing better, not needing to move, not needing to hunt, you know. No fucks given. This is the energy of the last fuck was given. It's also understanding, yes, like it's not just shoving other people away, but it feels like it doesn't have to engage per se, you know. And that's a cool, like that's like an inner stillness, right? That is being at inner peace, right? It's a very beautiful card to manifest. Not fast moving, but following your intuition. Like if she gets a sign, she's going there. Let's see how the energies revolve around this. In the spot of the 1, the thing that gets you moving is the Son of Pentacles. This is funny because the Son of Pentacles is not exactly moving, not exactly fast moving though. So it is more about the inside that you need something to comfort yourself, right? You need to feel grounded. You need to feel that you're doing good, right? And that you're doing the right things and whatever. And the longing for this Son of Pentacles energy, for accepting you being a Son of Pentacles, right? I mean, Libra, you're cardinal air, yeah, but your longing for harmony and inner peace is very earthy, right? So that Son of Pentacles is also talking about grounding yourself, right? And since it's a masculine energy, like a progressive, like the sun, you know, it is more about actively manifesting that, right? So that's in line with the 6 of Swords. It's like, so how do I create an environment where I can feel better in, right? Where I can actually like grow and find my inner stillness, find my calm, right? So that is what is motivating you. On the other side, what is receiving that motivation is the Hierophant. Interesting. Very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. You're manifesting a high priestess coming from a Hierophant in your inner world. The Hierophant is dealing with tradition and values. It's the bridge between the spiritual and the physical world in terms of like a cleric, you know. It used to be the Pope. The card, I mean, used to be the Pope. And now it's the Hierophant. It's like more fitting. Whatever Hierophant means. It's a card for change sometimes, yes. If it's challenged. It's not exactly challenged here. It is more you doing what's right and what you believe is right, sticking to what you believe, right? And you know, to be able to believe that, you need to be grounded. You're believing that, like your belief needs to be reflected so you can rest in that. So it's very much about your conviction, your religious belief in a sense, right? That you want to put forward. And even if you're like an atheist and you're like, I'm not religious, rebel. Fuck, of course you are, right? You believe in atheism, right? And I've been studying philosophy. I had those conversations, believe me, and I was on the other side of it just a few years ago. But it essentially is a belief system that you're sticking to. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying you want an environment where this belief system is nourished, appreciated, right? Where you can rest in that belief system, where you don't have to defend it, right? So that is what you're looking for. right? And if that is a good book, Alone on the Couch, that it is, right? Where you realize someone wrote a book about what I think is right, so I don't have to engage in any dumb conversations about whatever war or coronavirus or whatever outside. I can sit here with my book and go deep into contemplation and realize the meta levels of it all that give me a sense of inner peace, right? Because there's not exactly peace in the world, and you know, big whoop, it's never been. As long as we can think of there's been war in the world. Like the only difference we're experiencing now, I don't want to get too deep into it, but the difference we're experiencing is it a media war or is it not a media war, right? Are they just killing thousands and thousands of people with no one watching, or are they broadcasting it so they can kill more of them, right? That's the only fucking difference. So we're not exactly living in a peaceful world. But this reading right here is the conviction that this all doesn't really matter as long as you find the peace within yourself. And that's what you're going for here with that Hierophant, with the High Priestess, right? So it's really about altering your frequency, because that's, if that's all you can do, that's the best you can do, you know, is caring about your own frequency, about your own mood, the energy you put out into the world. So you're fixing yourself in a sense, you're going to your happy place, to your place of stillness, to not engage in the bullshit, you know. Um, that's a very beautiful thing, Libra. Like, you're finding your peace within yourself. Maybe that can also be a person, right? But I strongly get the sense that it's you. That is you wanting to be a son of Pentacles, or realizing that you are and that you need what a Son of Pentacles needs, which is grounding, security, longevity, stability, right? Um, Harmony, right? And to find that harmony, you are sticking to what you think is right, and you want that those values to be reflected in your reality. So this is where you're going to go. Let's see what you're realizing from the Son of Pentacles and the Hierophant balancing here in the middle, in the spot of the three. There you go. There's a Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like, whatever the fuck you believe in, whatever the fuck you're doing, I'm sticking to my plan. I'm very passionate about this. I'm fending off everyone that wants to fuck with this. And if I have to do it alone, I'm going to do it alone. That is that kind of energy. That's the Seven of Wands. It is like, it's a strong feeling about knowing what to do and why you're doing it and what you're doing it for and all that, right? Kind of ready for a fight, not exactly wanting to fight, right? So it is a, you know, it is a giving a fuck reading, you know. You're just looking for a place where you can give a fuck, where you don't have to fight people, right? Now let's see, in your challenge row, how to get there, right? In the spot of the four, the thing that gives you a sense of security, stability, longevity, and, you know, all that stuff, that is the Four of Wands. It's the Four of Wands in reverse right here, which is funny, because I mean, it's a card for marriage, for things coming together, right? And if that is the thing that gives you stability, I'm not putting too much on this, on the reversal right here. So it's more the idea that it's going to work out fine in time, even if it's delayed. It's going to find, like, it's going to find stability. It's going to come to harmony no matter what, whether I provide it or not. That is very much fitting your narrative. It's like, it's a Four of Wands anyway, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes, right? If someone like has like relationship troubles or whatever, this here is kind of showing me more that, you know, it's gonna rekindle in time. It's just delayed. It's just something messing with that energy, but it is there, you know. And you're not doubting it too much. You're hanging in there with that Four of Swords, right? You're hanging in there. It's like, okay, it might be like stressful. It might look like it's not coming together. So if it's not about a relationship, it might be a business or whatever, where you're like, you know, it's just gonna take some time, right? But you got this inner conviction that doing the right thing will pay off, right? And that's why you're not doubting this, right? That's why this Four of Wands in reverse is in the spot of the four, that, you know, even if it's not coming together, it's going to come together in time. And if it's not coming together, then it shouldn't be, you know, whatever, you know. That is the sense that gives you, like, gives you stability, that, well, you're able to take a hit in that sense, right? You're letting go of trying to make it like harmonious. You want harmony for yourself, right? But if there's no harmony, you stop trying to fix it. You move to your happy place where there is harmony. Which is very beautiful for a Libra, not trying to meddle with everything, right? But rather keep your own frequency in check. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Another thing that is kind of distressing, that in the spot of the five, that is the conflict or the friction that arises. It's kind of a good thing, I guess. It always is. I mean, it's always like change is a good thing per se. It's the Son of Swords in reverse. Yeah, well, something that is it was something causing friction that is not exactly moving, right? Or that is unspoken. The first idea was unspoken, right? A truth not being told is causing friction. Is like harboring a lie for someone else, for example, right? Or where, you know, like, you know, actually, I so want to tell you that you're full of bullshit, but I'm not gonna, because I don't care. I need my peace. It actually, that which is unspoken here, or which is not moving forward here, is causing like Schwelbrand, right? Like a hidden fire, in a sense. It's not fire, it's swords, it's mind energy, but it's something that is a little heavier on your mind than you make it out to be. It wants to come out, and you're like, nah, nah, I like my peace. I decided for it. I like that inner harmony. I don't want to like drag it out on people, whatever, right? And that things aren't like not feeling right or not coming together right with this four of wands in reverse, that something is up. You want to tell it, you want to talk about it, and that, like, or you need to talk about it, but you don't want to. You don't want to endanger the inner peace you found, you know, because that would mean confrontation, confronting that truth, confronting, like, engaging in that, maybe even like physically moving somewhere, whatever. I don't know what it is for you, but there's a truth that you actually know you would need to talk about it. You're kind of proud that you don't have to right now. It's still on your mind, and it's weighing a little. Now let's see how you're manifesting this, how you're actually working with this, because you come out as the high priestess, right? That's what you're manifesting, so it can't be that bad, because the high priestess can take a sword, the Son of Swords, in reverse anytime, right? She's not bothered by the Son of Swords. She's like, if she's keeping a secret, she's keeping a secret. No fucks given, right? It's the intuition, it's the unknown. It is like, it is the most secretive thing in the world. It's like the subconscious. So don't bullshit a bullshitter right here. And as part of the seven, the thing you are like attached to, that is making a lot, like giving you a strong sense of identity, is the world. And the world in reverse, we're a little attached to what is closing here. That, but the world means a chapter is closing out, like a big fucking chapter in your life is closing. It has some other connotation in there. It has a different meaning for you, because it's like, yeah, for all of us, the chapter is closing. I mean, we're going up to the solar eclipse season. Like, of course, things are changing, right? And that world in reverse, you're kind of identifying over it. And I feel like you're not identifying over the entire chapter, you're proud of you changing. You watch yourself changing and you're proud of that in a sense. Where is that? There is an energy I can't quite make out with this placement, with this card right here. Interesting. I have to see what it's balanced by. So in the spot of the 8, the thing that is in your abundance spot, the idea that is going to open you up to generate abundance in this life, whatever, in this experience, it is a Son of Cups in reverse. Well, that does make a lot of sense, right? So it's being on the Son of Cups in reverse as your key to abundance is like, it's also opposing that Son of Pentacles, right? The Son of Pentacles deciding that he doesn't want to be a Son of Cups anymore. Cups is water energy, is emotions, right? And the Son of Cups in reverse is the one that is constantly hurt and needing to talk about it. Maybe not even talking about it, but like easily offended, right? And you're not as easily offended anymore. You're not, just not. You know that it's not your cycle. It's another one's cycle, someone you hold dear. That's why, like, your sense of identity is that you're able to cater that you've always been catering that, holding space for the change in their life. You're kind of in observer mode, observing this. You don't feel hurt by whatever comes out, even if they're lashing out, because this can be their energy, right? If they're lashing out and acting emotionally, you're not exactly stressed by it. Even if it puts stress on the commitment, it's not exactly a reason to celebrate, right? You know it will pass because you have that inner knowing and calm to see the bigger picture, to see that there's something closing out. And of course, that's stressful, right? Which also means that it's closing out for you because you, being in that kind of energy, not actively trying to provide harmony, but providing harmony from a frequency that you embody, right? That's the leading by example by doing nothing kind of deal. That's very beautiful, right? Almost Taurian, like almost like a Taurus or like an earth sign where you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna have my tea, and when you're ready to talk about it, let's talk about it. I can make you a tea if that helps you, that kind of deal. Like, not rattled by any bullshit at all. It kind of, there's something in the dark that you would love to talk about, but you kind of know, or you kind of think it's not helping. Maybe it would though. Maybe it would help. Closing out a cycle like that, kind of that standing up for yourself kind of deal, and you're like, I know you are like having a hard time right now, but actually this is not sitting right with me, and I know you don't mean it, just wanted to tell you, please don't, whatever, right? If you can help it, please refrain from it, whatever you do, right? So that can be something that is bugging you and that you're trying to swallow, and it's not exactly healthy swallowing such things, but your energy is so magnificent right now. That's amazing. Like, you're coming from a real good place, standing up for yourself and others. Didn't I put that thing in? Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm very interested in what in the spot of the 6, your epiphany about that is, which you're manifesting here. It seems like you're watching someone closing out a cycle and going through like a rough time in a sense. and that's not exactly easy for you also, because you're tied up to this person. I mean, you're seeing their cycle, right? There's love involved here. It's a Son of Cups also. I mean, you wouldn't endure this, I guess. I don't want to get stuck in a narrative, but you're looking, like the High Priestess, she's even looking at that Son of Cups right here. It's like, yeah, I know why you're acting out. It's okay. It's okay. Tell me when you're done, right? I'll still be here. Fair enough. I'll be on the couch reading my book. Now, in the spot of the six, the thing that is kind of like the epiphany that is benefiting you here, it's the Daughter of Pentacles. There you go. There you go. I kind of get the sense that it's both again. It's because it's in the middle, it's always both, right? Because it's the spirit axis. The Daughter of Pentacles is a new beginning, new opportunity in life, right? In manifestation. And but I strongly get the sense that it's for you right here, it's more being in touch with your inner nature, with your true nature, right? like like a child calmly playing, which you seldomly see in the society, but it is out there. um I get the sense, since like, it's so funny, the Son of Pentacles is opening this up, you knowing that you are capable of being grounding, but you need to ground yourself, and the need to ground yourself within yourself, right? You're manifesting a situation where you are looking at something that is happening here with a Son of Cups, with someone that is either overly emotional or not showing their emotions, and you're sniffing it out. You're intuitively knowing that they want to show it. Actually they're heartbroken or whatever, or they like they're they're working on this, right? And they're pretending like everything is fine, but it's actually it's tough on them, and you know that because they can't bullshit you. Not with this High Priestess energy. The High Priestess is unbullshittable, right? The Hierophant, well, could be. The Hierophant is trying to tell you how things go. The High Priestess is listening carefully. It's unbullshittable. So you're realizing that they're learning this, that they are getting there, finding their true nature, grounding themselves within themselves. And it's so funny because the Daughter of Pentacles, it's like the sun up here. Look how he's looking. He's looking down, right? And from my side, he's looking directly at that Daughter of Pentacles. Looking directly at that Daughter of Pentacles, just like the High Priestess is looking at the Son of Cups, right? So on the outside, like, they're trying to manage emotions, not exactly as they should, right? Because they're either underpresent, like they're either not talking about it or talking about it too much, right? And you're watching them here, like, okay, I get it. I get where you're coming from. This is big. I got this, right? And on the inside, there's that Daughter of Pentacles, which you also see. You're realizing they are beginning something new here, right? They get a new sense of reality. There's something shifting, or maybe they are thinking about stressing out about someone else, right? About a child, for example, right? And they're thinking about a new beginning in manifestation, like a career start or whatever. Either it's their career or it's the career of someone else they're stressing out about. Could be, right? But there's a new start for them as well. Also, like, this Daughter of Pentacles is the energy that is prevalent, and that is the epiphany you have. It's like all of this, me being able to ground myself, them going through closing out a chapter, and maybe someone else even trying to start something new here. This is all for like all for going a new way, or for setting something up in this reality, getting a new start in life. And basically it's all closing out the world, right? Just seeing that, holding space for that, catering that, and by that making it a reality for yourself. Because this is you coming back to what you needed to manifest. You realize you're doing it, right? This is being in touch with your true nature, grounding yourself within yourself. And that's what you're doing. That's what you came into this experience with. And you suddenly see that you are helping, right? Your energy is helping. Now, there is something that is weighing on your mind, which you wanna address, right? Which needs to be addressed, which is not talked about. And probably they have it too. Feels like a relationship reading, doesn't exactly have to be, right? But whoever you're dealing with right there, it's also you trying to be on top of your emotions, especially with this that's not sitting right with you. But I strongly get the sense that it's you watching someone go through an experience and you want to tell them some smart thing, whatever, right? Maybe tell them that they don't need to stress out, but you're not even doing that. Because someone that is closing out a world cycle in a Son of Cups energy, they are stressing out and you can't help it. You can tell them not to stress out. It's not like they go, oh, you're right, I just stop it, right? They rather get passive aggressive. So you're not doing that. You're not being like a smart ass here, not trying to give them any helpful tips. You just be there. You just care about your own inner calm, inner peace. And that's the best thing you can do, to just be there and be relaxed, not add to their suffering, and know that when the time is right, you will be able to address this truth. After you've gone through this phase, you will be able to address this truth. Or maybe, like, to close it out in the end, you're going to know when it's time. You're going to know. Like, you're so intuitive right now in that high priestess with that hierophant. You're going to know, right? And maybe it's even related to that six of swords. So like when the time is right, you'll be like, I thought about maybe taking a vacation. I thought about maybe going to a different restaurant. I thought about, moving to a place where you don't have to stress out so much, so you can find that inner peace and operate from that, because it's going to be way easier operating from a daughter of pentacles towards a daughter of pentacles, like from a new beginning in your manifestation, from that kind of energy. Way easier to manifest from that than from a Son of Cups in reverse. Because manifesting from a Son of Cups in reverse, what you get is more upheaval, right? And, well, you, Libra, you look like you can take it, but just don't let them overstress you. I don't see that this is possible right now. To be fair, you seem so fucking relaxed. It's amazing. At some point, you have to teach me how to do that. It's amazing. I do see it. Like, if there's some stressing out about, that means you find yourself in that Son of Cups and Son of Pentacles, as a Son of Swords energy that is in reverse, where you're like, you try to be smart, but you can't be smart because you're emotionally involved, and then you have to find yourself back into that energy of trust again, right? That four of Swords trust, that Daughter of Pentacles trust, that High Priestess trust, right? It's gonna work out because, well, you're coming from a good place, right? And they're coming from a good place, probably. I mean, it's very good energy. It's just like a lot. I mean, a Son of Cups, they mean well. They're just easily hurt. Especially, I mean, it's not exactly easy when the world is turning, right? I mean, that's a big fucking thing, right? Acting out with a thing like that, or trying to stand above it, swallowing those emotions. What makes sense? It happens, right? You know where they're coming from. You do know. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'd say, Libra, if that resonated with you, enjoy your book on the couch, enjoy your inner peace, enjoy moving to like situations and environments um, that are soothing for you and confirming you in a sense, because, well, this is a very beautiful energy to operate from. You're hanging in there, you're getting there, and then that Son of Swords will also be rectified, right? Probably to close out that cycle in the end. But it's gonna be there in time, right? When the time is right, that truth will be spoken. For now, it is a good thing for you grounding yourself within yourself and not trying to like meddle with the harmony around you. It's not gonna help. They have to go through their shit. All you can do is be in your best energy, so it's contagious, and your calm is contagious, right? You want to be the one giving your energy, like sharing that calm, that inner peace, and not let that inner peace be threatened. That's your challenge. So thank you, Libra. And if that resonates with you, like and subscribe, share to whoever might enjoy it. Check out daywalker-bali.com, daywalker-bali.shop. This is what I'm building. It's going to take a little while, but the newsletter sign-ups are open. So do it, sign up so I can tell you when it's launching. And yeah, enjoy this energy that is very beautiful. Peace and calm. Don't let them rattle your cage. And I love you.